still dying. We are on Wednesday the 25th. Bent arm raise, reverse fly, overhead swing, T-hold. Just use these. Bent arm raise. Reverse fly. Overhead swing. And then when you're done, T-hold, just hold it. All right, bent arm raise. So you're gonna take your dumbbells. You're gonna basically start like this. I usually move my dumbbells in a little bit. So instead of like being out here, I usually move them in a little bit. And then you're gonna basically just rotate. I guess that's the best word, rotate. Because you don't wanna think lift, because a lot of times if you think lift, you end up moving your wrists as well. And then you end up bending and doing these like funky things. So don't think lift, just think rotate up at the shoulder, down. Rotate up at the shoulder, down. Okay? So think about your shoulder moving and not really the rest of your arm. Just think about lifting up at your shoulder, down, lift up at the shoulder, down, okay? That's it. Reverse fly. So you're gonna bend, you're gonna do one of these, okay? Your weights are here and you're gonna lift them up, down. So squeeze your shoulder blades together, down. Squeeze, down. Squeeze, down, squeeze, down. So you're gonna feel it in your traps, which is like these things right on the sides of your neck, and then down into your shoulder blade. So I've seen a lot of videos about this exercise and how to do it, how not to do it, how to hold your hand, all these different things. What I find is if you focus on squeezing your shoulder blades and you feel them squeezing, you're not going to overfly your arms, okay? So what happens a lot of times is people do this. See how high my arms are flying up? But I'm not really engaging my shoulders. When I do it and I think, squeeze my shoulders, I can't go any higher than this because that's how hard I can squeeze. Squeeze, squeeze. It literally stops me right there. If I'm not engaging, I can fly all the way up there. So a lot of times when you'll see people say, oh, flip your hands so you can only go so high, but I can still go high with my hands flipped. So I think it's more about the engagement and less about how you're holding it or whatever. If you think about, like I said, focusing on squeezing, even with no weight, it stops about there because my shoulder blades cannot squeeze any more together. So I can't move any farther. So if you have an issue with that, let me know, but just focus on, like I said, that squeeze, and you're gonna feel it. It's gonna hurt almost. And that should stop you from going too high. And then we have our overhead swing. So again, perfect for a kettlebell. If you don't have a kettlebell, you're gonna use your dumbbell. And it's exactly like our swings, which we've talked about and we've done, but you're gonna go all the way overhead with your arms. So now you're using your arms. So you're using your shoulders to lift up and overhead. Swing, up and overhead, swing, overhead, swing, overhead. So that one's pretty simple too. So you're gonna go through your rounds, and then we're gonna be on a timer, and we're gonna do T-holds. So that is just holding the weight out. So you're gonna be slightly in front. So see how I'm not way out here? I'm kind of here. I have a slight bend in my elbow, and I'm just gonna hold it. And as I mentioned when we did the skull crusher car driver, any hold out to the side or in front is difficult. So that one's gonna burn, like I'm doing that with just 5 pounds. So you could do it with less, or if it's just killing you, do it with no weight, that's fine.